Welcome to Bears in Exile. Today is Friday, June the 1st, and this is the market overview, looking at everything that we always look at. And I'm just going to hop right into it. And my, oh my, what a ugly day. Down 200 and almost 75 points. Massively terrible. We had the spinning top yesterday. The indicators were looking pretty weak, but there was the off chance that maybe it would go up. We were at the close to the previous floor. We were saying that it needed to hold, and needless to say, it gapped right through it and just didn't stop going. So now the daily time frame looks massively horrible. 14-day pointing down, stochastics pointing down, CCI down, RSI down, and histogram down, MACD down. Nothing positive to see here. Of course, the 200-day moving average broken. The only possible, and it's slight possible, we closed way below the lower Bollinger Band. So typically, you would need a move up or a move to the right to get back inside of it. Hopefully that's going to happen. Hopefully this is not strong enough to just push down the Bollinger Band. But, I mean, look how darn strong this is. You know, how can you not think of the possibility that, yeah, this is just going to push it and push it and push it. Going to the 60-minute time frame, is there any, good news at all? Which is, we've been looking at the 60-minute, all of its positive divergences, etc., for a week or two now. Looking for the potential for a bounce, and it hasn't worked out. Hasn't worked out. It always gaps down, tries to recover later in the afternoon, and putting the indicators, just ruining their signals in the previous evening. So, is tonight any different? Probably not. What this did do today was it broke a lot of the positive divergences that we had. The positive divergence we had in the CCI, gone. The positive divergence we had in the stochastics, gone. The positive divergence in the MACD histogram, gone. That's it's quite a bit. Still have it in the RSI. Might as well assume, right, that it'll be broken on Monday? Possibly. Beyond that, anything positive here? Well, we have the MACD histogram very low. It's trying to roll over a little bit at the end of the day. Not much to go on. MACD still pointing down. CCI is still going down. Stochastics holding low. 14-day RSI moving average pointing down. And CCI trying to come back up. Essentially the only real positive in the 60-minute time frame. Not much of anything to go off of. Nope. SPX. More of the same. Everything identical to the Dow, essentially. Breaking the 200-day moving average and closing way below the lower Bollinger Band. Only possible good thing. Almost a 300-point down day, and here on SPX, more than 32 points. Could we get a bounce of just like 5 points or 0 points or whatever? Yes, just for being an overdone move. But market comes to a panicked Monday. Ugh, terrible. 60-minute time frame, no different than the Dow, I'm sure. Yep, it's identical. No need to rehash. Comp Q, the NASDAQ. Any difference here? Nope. 200-day moving average broken, closing well below the lower Bollinger Band. Gapping down, taking out the floor. What else is there to say? All the indicators the same as the Dow, same as the SPX. No difference, and probably no difference in the 60-minute time frame either. Nope, it's the same too. What can you say? TNA. We were already below the 200-day moving average. We were expecting the retest of the 200-day moving average. It did do it. Broke down back below it. Wasn't a good sign. Had the hammer last night, hoping that it would hold. Nope. Gapped below everything. And closed well below the lower price consensus level of the new month and the lower Bollinger Band. And secondaries all the same as the Dow, SPX, and NASDAQ. 60 minutes. Only slightly different thing here is the fast stochastic trying to turn back up at the end of the day. Beyond that, identical. So not much to go off of. Just what it is. And the VIX. Ooh, wow. Gapping above the 200-day moving average, closing above the upper Bollinger Band, getting way up here into 26. That's an amazing move, and dangerous. Dangerous for anybody who's a bull. Ending with a very pretty hanging man. And what is there to say beyond that? Everything is pointing up. 60-minute time frame. Any indication of relief for the bulls? No, not really. We do have the CCI trying to curl at the end of the day, the RSI trying to curl at the end of the day, the MACD histogram trying to curl at the end of the day, 14-day RSI moving average leveling out at the end of the day. This is better than the Dow, SPX, TNA, CompQ. We still have some negative divergence here. We have it in the CCI still. We don't have it in the stochastics anymore. We still have it in the RSI. We still have it in the MACD histogram. The only good point that the bulls can possibly point to. UUP, the star of the show. Last night we were saying we did the important gap fill that we were looking for. We were hoping that that would give it the time, or become the time that it needs to have a little rest, have a little pullback. And it did. Unfortunately, the news massively trumped the action on the dollar. Dollar closing red, ending with a spinning top. We almost had a downtick. It did not come to pass. That would have been something good. At least it would have gone along with the idea of perhaps today's move was a little bit too much and needed to recover part of it. But we do not have a downtick. CCI ticking down, stochastics attempting to tick down, 14-day RSI moving average still pointing up, down on the RSI, down on the histogram, and the MACD is still pointing up. Well, this doesn't tell us too much now, does it? What about 60 minute? Well, the 60-minute is more encouraging. We have the 14-day RSI moving average ticking down, stochastics on the move to the downside. CCI already low, ticking up, down on the RSI, down on the histogram, and down on the MACD. Little bit of silver lining, but I wouldn't read into it too much. I mean, we can see these things chugging down today, and for all of that, it really didn't do that much. So, I guess every little bit helps, but certainly unfortunate that weakness on the dollar would happen on a day where it wouldn't matter. FXE. Well, here's something different. We actually do have an uptick. Uptick gives us a target right about 125.50. 4 days to resolve. Is it going to happen? It's anybody's guess. Stochastics trying to turn up, CCI turning up, RSI turning up, histogram ticking up, MACD leveling out, 14-day RSI moving average still pointing down. Going on to the banks, XLF. Oh man, look at that. Gap below the 200-day moving average, did not stop for a moment, closing below the lower Bollinger Band. And everything ticking down. Yep. 60-minute, any difference from everything else we've been looking at? No, it's all the same. All the same. And Apple. Apple was doing better most of the day. Still not that great. Closing below the major price consensus level for the new month. Stochastics turning around, trying to head down. 14-day RSI moving average stalling out. Oof. Down on the CCI, down on the RSI, down on the histogram, and sideways on the MACD. Not attractive. GE, try to get a better read on the Dow. And what do we have? Giant spinning top. Coming in on the floor again. Stochastics going down in a hurry. 14-day RSI moving average, which we've been noting, slanting down further. Down on the CCI, down on the RSI, down on the histogram. And look at that. Starting a bearish cross on the MACD. Oof. 60 minutes since since it does lead the Dow. Do we have anything here to work with? Not really. We have the RSI, the CCI, the stochastics, the MACD histogram, trying to turn around. 14-day RSI moving average, pointing down. Very weak, needs some more, and just too early. XOI, oil. And then oil is bullish, the market is bullish. When oil is bearish, the market is bearish. Big gap down. The entire candle is outside the lower Bollinger Band. That normally screams for a move up or a move to the side. Hopefully it will. Spinning top. Closing below the new lower price consensus level. And everything ticking down. Oh. Since this one's so important, 60-minute time frame. Any improvement? Well, let's take a look. We have positive divergence in the MACD histogram. MACD histogram itself slanting up. MACD it's losing some momentum. Not great. CCI trying to turn up. Stochastics mixed, fast turning up. CCI clicking up. 14-day RSI moving average. Losing a little bit of momentum at the end of the day, but still pointing down. Oh, JP Morgan, the most important bank. Also not doing well today. Gapping down, closing below the new lower price consensus level. MACD histogram, very slight tick down. Overall still slanting up. MACD itself pointing down. RSI ticking up. CCI ticking down. Stochastics pointing down. 14-day RSI moving average pointing down. Yeah, not good. Could have been a lot worse. It didn't close below the lower Bollinger Band. Made a new low. Everything made a new low today, which means even if we have a bounce, the low should be retested. And so overall, really not good signs. 60-minute time frame on the most important bank. Does it have anything going for it? MACD histogram ticking up slightly. MACD ticking down. Up on the CCI. Up on the CCI. Up on the RSI. Up on the wow, I'm all out of order. Up on the stochastics and sideways on the 14-day RSI moving average. Also not encouraging. I guess you shouldn't have any encouraging signs on a almost 300-point down day. So, and GLD, the only good thing that had anything good come out of it today, GLD, gapping up huge, large, fat body spinning top, closing above the new upper price consensus level, breaking out of its price range, which is a big deal. 14-day RSI moving average ticking up again. We noticed the first one, I believe, last night. Yes, we did. Up on the stochastics, up on the CCI, up on the RSI, up on the histogram, up on the MACD. Very, very nice. SLV. Similar, but different. Did not break the new major price consensus level for today. Well, didn't close above it anyway. Did not clear the little price range that we have here. and like gold, everything ticking up. And that's gonna do it. So, anything good for Monday? I sure hope so. Hopefully we'll have some good news over the weekend. Certainly can't count on it. Certainly can't trust that. And it is what it is. A small bounce up would certainly be appropriate. And we're going to have to wait and see if that happens. As always, all investing decisions are your own. This chart and video for entertainment, educational, and consumption of time purposes only. Thank you.